This AskReddit user asks, "What's your favorite quote from a video game?" If God had wanted you to live, then he would not have created me. The Soldier. TF2. Scotland is not a real country. You are an Englishman in a dress. Soldier is the most quotable class in TF2. You can quote me. Rip Rick May. Question. I teleported bread. Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. I'm serious. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. GLaDOS. Portal 2. The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you, try to avoid it. GLaDOS. Portal. Look at you. Soaring through the air majestically. Like an eagle. Piloting a blimp. GLaDOS. Portal 2. Okay. GLaDOS has some of the best one-liners in video game history. Lord Shaxx. Do you like it better when Lord Saladin oversees these matches? Do I look like I care? Get back in there. Quote. Lord Saladin. Do you like it better when Lord Shaxx oversees these matches? So do I. A busy Shaxx is a quiet Shaxx. Destiny the game. Requiescat in pace. You are the arbiter. The will of the prophets, but these are my elites. Their lives matters to me, yours does not. That makes two of us. Halo 2. Chills every time. Tartarus. The prophets have betrayed us. Halo 2 has so many memorable lines that it was hard to choose. But the pain in the arbiter's voice when he says this makes this line very powerful. Cracking game. Loved every moment. Replayed the game yesterday. Keith David's performance is utterly underappreciated. That armor suits you. But it cannot hide that mark. WHO wants toast? Quote. Marcus Phoenix. Gears of War 2. They're gonna mess up my FG tomatoes. Marcus Phoenix. Gears of War 4. Damon Baird. You're ACK. What do I look like? A fucking botanist? Try not to look important. They might be low on ammo. Modern Warfare loading screen IRL tip. How's your sister? Quote. CAYDE 6 last words Destiny 2. Aren't his last words actually, you tell Zavala and Ikora the Vanguard is the best bet I ever lost. A lot of Cade's lines are amazing. The one with the chicken. The poncho line. Loved him. Do you think that even the worst person can change? That everybody could be a good person? If they just try? Quote. Undertale. I've used this line a lot when comforting people that have made mistakes. And it usually helps. It shows that nobody is irredeemable. And everyone has the potential to improve. Pick a god and pray. Fire Emblem. Awakening. That game has some of the best crick quotes. I love Thara's You're Already Dead. Quote. You forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them. Trevor. Baby. What's wrong? I just saw a ghost. Somebody say yoga? Namago fuck yourself. I have two. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. Castlevania. Symphony of the Night. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Half-Life 2. Most of mine are Mass Effect. It's so much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with gray. Garrus. Does this unit have a soul? Legion. The singular pronoun indicates that Legion's independent personality had finally actualized. In his last moments, he was no longer an avatar of the Geth consensus. He was a person. Eddie. Shepard Commander. The Geth only acted in defense after the creators attacked. Do we deserve death? Legion. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it. And you will end because we demand it. Sovereign. Witcher 3. I thought Witchers carried two swords. A steel one for humans and a silver one for monsters. Quote. Geralt. Both are for monsters. Quote. You left out my favorite Mass Effect quote. Stand amongst the ashes of a trillion dead souls. And ask the ghosts if honor matters. Quote. Javik. The silence is your answer. Quote. Love Javik. Mine is, I'm Commander Shepard and this is my favorite store on the Citadel. Cortana. The message just repeats. Regret. 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 Single quote. The chief watches from the stern of a pelican as the clouds roll by below. Miranda. Catchy. Any idea what it means? SGT. Johnson. As the dropships approach the outskirts of Mombasa. Dear humanity. We regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth. Inside the cockpit of the lead pelican. Johnson leans against the bulkhead behind the two pilots. SGT. Johnson. And we most definitely regret that the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet. Pilots. In unison. Hoorah. When first joined the Corps. We didn't have any fancy schmancy tanks. We had sticks. 2 sticks. And a rock for the whole platoon, and we had to share the rock. Buck up. Boy. You are one very lucky Marine. Avery Jr. Johnson. Quote. I don't care if it is God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We ain't gonna let 'em have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines? Quote. Sool Sool, The Sims. A bottomless curse. A bottomless sea. Accepting of all that there is. And can be. Quote. Bloodborne. The boldest measures are the safest. Dishonored. IDKY. It really just speaks to authoritarianism, but I find it to be poetic in a way. IDK. Dishonored is an amazing game. One of my all-time favorites. The Last of Us. No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Quote. We don't get to choose how we start in this life. Real greatness is what you do with the hand you're dealt. Quote. Victor G.N. Sullivan. Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same FG thing over and over again, expecting ST to change. That is crazy. The first time somebody told me that, I dunno. I thought they were bullshitting me. So I shot him. The thing is, he was right. And then I started seeing. Everywhere I looked, all these FG pricks. Everywhere I looked. Doing the exact same FG thing. Over and over and over and over again, thinking, this time is gonna be different. No. No. No, please. This time is gonna be different. I'm sorry. I don't like the way. You are looking at me. Okay. Do you have a FG problem in your head? Do you think I am bullshitting you? Do you think I am lying? FKU. Okay. FKU. It's okay. Man. I'm gonna chill. Hermano. I'm gonna chill. The thing is. Alright. The thing is, I killed you once already. And it's not like I am FG crazy. It's okay. It's like water under the bridge. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Voss. Far Cry 3. Voss was a perfect villain. Hated they killed him halfway through. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic. Don't worry, BT, I'm not going anywhere. Looks like somebody's in love. Quote. A human's concept of love requires admiration, attraction, devotion and respect. Conclusion. I am 50% in love. Arg. This is so frustrating. YZ. This is what I don't get about you bad guys. You know the hero's gonna win. But you just don't die quickly. Example. This one guy in New Haven. Right? City's burning. People are dying left and right. Yada yada yada. This jackhole rushes me with a spoon. A fricking spoon. And I'm dying laughing. Right? So I scoop out his stupid little eyeballs with it. And his kids are all wah. And he can't see where he's going. He's bumping into stuff. And I don't know. Maybe you had to be there. The moral is, you're a total BH. Quote, handsome Jack. You'd find that Lady Luck was really a hooker. And you were fresh out of cash. Max Payne. Be loyal to what matters. Red Dead Redemption 2. I gave you all I had. Lenny. Quote, how about revenge as a fool's game? I always think back to that one. I'm the hero of the GN story. Handsome Jack. Fuck you missile. Just Cause 3. Perfect parking space. Man, that game is fantastic. Life. Dreams. Hope. Where do they come from? Where do they go? These useless things. I'll destroy them all. Quote, ho 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 ho. Kefka. Final Fantasy VI. Cotton Eye Joe. Quote, Quote, Minecraft. Stop right there, criminal scum. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. I didn't even play this game, but I used to quote this constantly with my friend. It's Aichu, the hero of Kavach, by the Nine Divines. Assault. Assault. Send me out. With a bang, Sergeant Avery Johnson. What is better? To be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Parthenax from Skyrim. Great quote. What is better, to be born good? Or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Quote. Parthenax. Skyrim. I could never kill him. Contemplated it just to see what would happen. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I killed him and regretted doing it ever since. In my subsequent playthroughs I just ignore the blades once their involvement with the main quest is over. Fuck 'em. I'm the Dragonborn. I can hunt dragons and words on my own. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Quote. Them's fightin' words. My Rattata is in the top percentage of Rattata. Quote. You've met with a terrible fate. Haven't you? Quote. 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. Quote. Never more true today. 5 years ago. I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye. And the world just FG watched. Quote. All it takes to change the world is one good lie and a river of blood. Shepard was a great villain. The Modern Warfare series has fantastic dialogue. All you need to change the world is one good lie. And a river of blood. Quote. We must put our differences besides us. For science. You monster. Here are the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. Horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. Quote. Usually the good Lord works in mysterious ways. But not today. This here is 66 tons of straight up spewing divine intervention. If God is love, then you can call me Cupid. Quote. I used to be an adventurer like you. But then I took an arrow in the knee. Citizen. No lollygagging. Hands to yourself. Sneak thief. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes. I didn't see you get on. Size end of the line. Rise and shine. Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. I am error. I need a weapon. Halo 2. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course. He couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends. Because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one. A bitter. Unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned. Shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says. Very formal. Very official. It also says you were adopted. So that's funny. 2. Well done. Here are the test results. You are a horrible person. I'm serious. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. Portal. Both 1 and 2 are such a gold mine for this. I think my favorite was later on. Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day. Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, alright? Although, if you do feel alarm, try to hold onto that feeling because that is the proper reaction to being told you have brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying? At all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Yes. Player jumps. Okay. What you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Single quote. Another jump. Okay. You know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight. Quote. Wheatley is so good. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos.